We're in the North Cascades, we're in Washington State, we're actually just about to drive into the mountains of the North Cascades, and pretty much we've totally changed our plan of what we were originally gonna do. We flew in early yesterday into Seattle, had a wedding to go to last night, and I shot the wedding last night, and that went great. Really good friend of mine, so that was awesome to see that and be able to be a part of that and capture that for them. But now today, we're starting our actual backpacking part of the trip, and couldn't be more excited about it. But like I said, we completely changed our plan for what we were gonna do. We were thinking about, we wanted to go out to the Olympics and do a loop out in the Olympics, but getting here and kind of realizing our time frame and how long it was going to take to get there and get set up there and then get back by a midday flight on Wednesday, we decided logistically it was just going to be too difficult for what we were trying to do, and we wouldn't be able to enjoy our time as much. So we decided this morning that we we're going to bail on the plan for the Olympics, and we we're going to just drive to the North Cascades National Park because that was closer to where we were last night, so we'd be able to get a better start this morning. We're driving to the Wilderness Information Center for the North Cascades. We're going to get our permits there, we're going to get some hiking recommendations. Yeah, hopefully we're going to spend the next few nights camping and hiking, and then yeah, days hiking, but totally changed from what we were going to do, but that's traveling. We just kind of have to do what happens, you know, make the best of what we can. So yeah, that's all really for now, and the next update, hopefully we'll be on the trail somewhere to a beautiful view in the mountains, and I think Allison and I are both very excited for it. So yeah. Okay, we are on the trail, and we're actually a good ways into the trail. We're probably a little over 3 miles and probably close to 2,000 feet. And we have been absolutely booking it because we got a much later start than we planned on. But we'll still get to camp before dark. It's not too much further, maybe another 1.5 miles or so. Feeling it though, trail is steep, packs are heavy, and yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but sweaty. And I think there's a lake at our campsite, or at least nearby our campsite, and I got to imagine that once we're set up, Allison and I both will take a dip, no matter how cold the water is. And in fact, here she comes up the trail. So yeah, we are moving. We're not filming much just because we're moving so much and packs are heavy and all that. So I'm really not filming much, but once we get up to camp, I'll film a lot more around sunset once I actually start shooting. So yeah, nice, good little check-in. And here we are. How we feeling? Thirsty is right, and hungry. We're gonna get up there, and I know I'm immediately gonna make my first mountain house meal, and then probably eat all of it very quickly. All right, we're gonna continue on. I did not film anymore after the last little update I did. Pretty sure at least I didn't film anymore. Mostly because the rest of that hike ended up being a lot more strenuous than we were expecting, than we thought it would be. And quite honestly, with the camera gear I'm bringing, my bag was very heavy. And once we got into it, it became pretty hard to want to stop and film anything. So we just kind of put one foot in front of the other just to get up here and get some food, because we're both pretty much hiking on empty stomachs. And it took us a little longer to get on the trail than we expected, and by the time we were near the trail, there wasn't anywhere to get food. So now we have some food made up. I have some spaghetti and meat sauce.
Chicken teriyaki.
And we're gonna eat the hell out of this, but we're gonna be careful not to eat it too quick so that we don't make ourselves sick, because that's pointless. There is a nice little creek over there, and it's got a nice little rock seat in it that I think I'm gonna go do an ice bath in, at least in my legs, after we eat.
Yeah.
And then I think after that, I'm gonna start looking for a sunset shot, because you'll see in a sec, our camp has some pretty damn stunning views. There's some trees kind of popping up that are blocking the mountains, but that's not a complaint, that's just an observation. Because yeah, the mountain backdrop that we're looking at is pretty much the kind of mountains I think we're hoping to be in this weekend, or this week, so yeah. It's food time, I think.
Bon appetit.
Appetit. Oh yeah. I'll say something that's underrated is when we get hiking, all the water we bring warms up, because one, it's warm by our bodies. It has no way of staying cool, so it warms up, and it's good because we get dehydrated and you need it. But the first sip I took of this after filling it up and filtering it from the creek over there, that creek is ice cold. After filling it up and taking a first sip of ice cold water, oh my gosh.
Nothing beats it.
Yeah, nothing beats it. It was exactly what we needed.
You're lucky.
Alright, I think it's polar plunge time.
Oh boy.
And give a little bit of an ice bath to the legs. You need it. Let's do it.
It's crazy, I love it. Don't think, just control your breathing. Control your breathing. Long, deep breath.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, like,
Don't shiver.
it's so good. What?
There's hardcore.
Oh man, I see why athletes do this. Good. North Cascades Mountainside Creek ice bath. My brain's cold, so I'm not thinking straight. I don't even know if Mike's gonna get me over the river, but
Set it up. We figured it out.
you want to start getting the other hole ready then? Tag. And then you see the little
Yep.
down there. All right, well, we made dinner, done an ice bath, set up camp. We got the tent set up, we got our sleeping bags and stuff set up. So I think the only thing left is to shoot a sunset time lapse. So I'm gonna set it up looking over at these far peaks over there that are catching the side light, from the sunset. And I think they should get some good light, so we're gonna set up this shot, see how it goes. But if I miss it, that's why we're kind of hoping to spend tomorrow and tomorrow night out here. I can have the day tomorrow to look for something that might light up better. So I'm gonna go ahead and get myself locked on the tripod. That. So I'm gonna set this up as a time lapse and get the sun going, but I'm trying a couple shots at a few different exposures just to see where I want to start it. I have been practicing. Sorry, the bugs are starting to get bad. The breeze has gone away, and now the bugs are starting to come out, and they're flying into my hair and getting stuck, and it's quite annoying. Anyway, I've been practicing with a technique for shooting time lapse where as the sun goes down, the camera will compensate for the loss in light and adjust the settings. And the idea is that you get a well-exposed time lapse throughout the sequence. But in my testing the last couple of weeks before coming out here, I was having some troubles with it. I was having trouble just getting it to be consistent and getting it to a point where I could trust it. So I'm just setting up a manual shot that is just gonna get dark as the sun goes down. But I think I'm okay with that, so that's why I'm kind of playing with my exposure a bit so that I can just kind of see where a good starting point is now, so that as the light goes down, then when the light is really good on the peaks back there, then this will be at a good even exposure. So that's kind of what I'm playing around with right now. I like my composition a lot. I've got, if you can see, I've got the trees on each side just kind of framing the peaks. And then I'm just getting in that lower ridge line that's catching the sun right now. I'm just getting that in the lower left third corner there. So pretty happy with just kind of an on-the-fly first night setup like this, and yeah, I'll get it going and we'll see how it comes out. Okay, so I've got my exposure that I'm happy with starting now, so I'm just real quick gonna see exactly what my time-lapse settings are gonna be. I have a nice little app that helps me do all the math because I am not good with math. So I wanna go for about an hour and a half, or an hour to sunset. I wanna go about a half hour past that, so an hour and a half. I want a 20-second long clip that gives me a shooting interval of 11.3 seconds, and I picked 12. How about that? Okay, we can get it started, I think. I think I'm happy with that, so yeah, we'll go ahead and get it started. Now it's just gonna snap away, and we'll see what kind of sunset we get. Beautiful mountains in the background, beautiful mountains over here, sunsetting over there. Camp's just right behind me here. Oh, it was a long day getting here, but we're both happy to be here. We'll see how this shot comes out. Day 1, backpacking in the North Cascades. Hopefully 1 or 2 more days to come. We are in the tent as the sun has gone down. I have finished shooting for the evening. I think I got an amazing time lapse of the sunset. And then there was a ton of really good light just from sunset that I used. Actually, this camera, I switched it over to photo, and I took a bunch of still shots with my long lens of just the surrounding mountains with the ambient glow of the sunset light, and I think it all came out really good. There, Allison's asleep in the corner back there, even though you can't see her. Glad we're up here. We are excited for tomorrow and what the next few days might bring. So I think with that, we'll go ahead and call it a night for our first day of backpacking and camping up here in the North Cascades. Good night.